Hi friends, thanks for joining me for this well-rounded all levels Vinyasa Flow yoga practice. Just need a mat and a willingness to try, and I'll see you there. Remember, if you're still with me at the end, please subscribe and hit that super thanks button. You can leave me a tip. So we're gonna go ahead and start today's practice standing in Tadasana, mountain pose, right toward the top of your mat with your feet about hip width distance. Take a couple shoulder rolls as you arrive in your body and in your practice today. And you can let a nice exhale out your mouth. So inhale together, exhale, let it out. Bend your knees a little bit and just drop your tailbone down. And as you bend your knees, lift up your toes and spread your toes so you feel your quadriceps activate. And we'll start to melt the belly over the thighs. As you fold, you can take your hands around to imaginary back pockets, or go ahead and interlace your fingers and wring the arms away from the back any amount, opening the shoulders and letting the head spill down in between your feet. Now root through the feet, pull the belly in, come all the way up, keeping your hands interlaced. Drop your knuckles down on your inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, fold, and let your head go. And we'll do that a couple times. Inhale, root through the feet, lift up. It's warming up a little bit. Arriving in your body, we're going to exhale, fold. And inhale, come on up. Think about what is your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate here? Let it guide your effort. And let's exhale, fold. Interlace the awkward finger on top and hang for a second. And then bend your knees, plant your palms, step back into plank pose, holding in plank, lifting your lower belly. We're going to fan the fingers wide. And then lift your heels, spread your chest forward, squeeze your elbows in and lower down through chaturanga, coming onto your belly. Take your feet flat for cobra pose on the inhale, any amount of back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes, meet in downward facing dog. Breathing there. And your feet are about hip width distance. And your hands are about shoulder width distance as we pull the lower back toward the sky. Smooth, steady breath. Exhaling out. Very good. Now lift your heels high at the end of your exhale. Start to tiptoe forward right between your thumbs. Feet are hip width distance. On the inhale, lift up, lengthen. Hands are on the floor, yoga blocks or shins. Lengthen through the crown, and then exhale, fold, Uttanasana, let your head go. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Let's take one more, sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Crown of head last. Inhale, wave up, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank, and lower all the way down, chaturanga. Take your feet flat for cobra pose, or upward facing dog on the inhale, where you root through the feet, knees lift, heart lifts. Exhale, gather the belly and roll back to downward dog. 3 to 5 breaths. Smooth breathing through the nose. Outer edges of the feet start to drop down as you spiral your inner thighs up and back. Shake your head no. At the end of your exhale, let the belly hollow toward the spine. Lift your heels high, come onto tiptoes. Walk, step, or you could take a little hop between your thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. So let's layer on a couple standing poses. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to plank. You can either go right to downward dog or lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, gliding through. I'm going to keep my toes tucked in up dog, and then exhale, downward dog. Now let's inhale, slide that right heel high for 3-legged dog. Draw the left thigh bone back on the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, press through the palms, lift your belly, and step your right foot through right between the thumbs. Spin your left heel down, heel to heel alignment. Reach your arms up into warrior one. So that left inner thigh wraps up and toward the body. Right thigh bone draws right into the hip socket. And we reach up. Bring your palms to press. Look up at your hands in the air. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Lift your left heel over the toes. Step back to downward dog. Inhale, left heel high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Slide your left foot through. Spin your right heel down. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. Warrior one. Draw your lower ribs in. Give your palms a press if that's available. You can always keep your palms shoulder width if that's too intense to have the palms touching. Drop your pelvis. Look up toward your thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Swing the right heel over the toes. Step back to downward dog. Finding a smooth, steady pace to your breath. Float your way into a plank. Exhale all the way down onto your belly. Now we're going to pause on the belly. Take your feet flat. Reach your arms around. Interlace your fingers. Track your knuckles straight back between your toes. And spread your chest straight ahead. You're going to inhale, expand the belly, lift. Exhale, palms under elbows. Tuck your toes and come on back to downward dog. Stretch your right heel high for three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Slide your right foot through. Spin your left heel down. And we're going to inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, open hips and shoulders, warrior two. Wrap the right knee open over the toes. Anchor that outer left heel. Turn your right palm up, reverse warrior. Left hand to left thigh, right arm sweeps up and over. Inhale, right side body. Exhale, cartwheel the arms forward. Release your hands to frame your front foot. Swing your left heel over the toes. Let's throw in a twist. Right hand on your back or extend your right fingertips up. Pressing through the ball of your right foot. Inhale, turning to look at the hand in the air. Engage your left gluteal. Exhale, release your right hand down. We're going to step right into plank. You could go back to downward dog or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, meeting in downward dog. So you can always take a tabletop pose or a child's pose if you need a break. It's your practice. It's your inner world. So listen to your inner guide. Stretch that left heel high, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through. Right heel down. Reach up to warrior one on your inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. You have to adjust that back foot open a little bit. And then drop that left knee down, sink the pelvis. But at the same time, you're lifting that pelvic floor up into the internal belly, broad across the chest. Gazing over the left fingers. Turn your left palm up, reverse warrior, right hand to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over for the inhale. Left side bend. And then exhale, slowly cartwheel. Hands frame the front foot. We're going to swing the right heel over the toes and come into this twisting lunge. Right hand a little wider than the shoulder. Left fingertips drift toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Come onto the belly. Shoulder blades right on the back. Cobra pose on the inhale or any amount of back bend. Exhale, child's pose. And turn your palms up. Open and close your hands. Wriggle your hips back into that child's pose, evening out your hips. And then drop your tailbone, pull your belly in, sit up tall. Take your hands back behind you so your fingertips point towards your knees. Then lift your hips coming up. I can't remember the name of this pose. If you remember the name, drop it in the comments. Is it even a yoga pose? Nice stretch for the front of the quadriceps. We're going to inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, sit down. And slowly drape down into embryo pose, belly toward the thighs. Let your forehead rest. Stack the back of one hand and then the other on your sacrum like a light weight, pressing toward the tailbone. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, let it out. Let everything roll off your back. We're going to pull the belly in, slowly come on up Scooch to the right, swing your legs around, and inch yourself toward the top of the mat. Now reach your arms up, big, full inhale, circle. Exhale, lower back, belly in, press. Inhale, big, open circle. Exhale, press. Inhale, big, open. And exhale, press. Come all the way onto your back. Making your way all the way down onto the back. Let your body rest for a moment. Let your head roll side to side. Unwind your joints. Let's hug both knees in. Give yourself a hug. And then cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Thread the needle. Right hand coming right in between that space in your legs. And take your hands in the left knee crease or the front of the shin for figure 4 reclined pigeon pose. Let's go ahead and soften your ankles just to let it be a little more of a yin approach. And we do have that right thigh bone dropping right into the hip socket. And you could rock a little bit. And it's more of a restful approach. Now hug that left thigh in a little bit and then uncross switch. Do the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Thread the needle, find that figure 4. And let your lower back melt toward the ground. Let the tailbone drop forward away from your chin and rock a little bit to loosen up that hip. Let your mind linger on the area of the most sensation. And then hug that right thigh toward. Uncross, full happy baby, reaching for the feet or ankles or shins. Soles of feet facing the sky. Breathing there. Maybe you can extend your heels a little more out toward a V. And then release, feet mat width distance apart. Take a few windshield wipers, rest your hands on your body. Wringing out your back. And then take the next few moments to make your way into your Shavasana, your final meditation for today. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths in our Shavasana today. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Nice soft jaw. Rotate that jaw around. And imagine the soft lightness from your eyes, your jaw, trickling down through the shoulders, down along the spine, out into the hips. And all the joints are light and open and free. The space of the prana and your breath can flow through all the cells of your body. Notice your breath and the flow of your breath. If your mind wanders off, the breath can be like a guidepost, bringing you back to the moment. We become aware and observe the thoughts and become aware of thoughts that might not be helpful. And you can acknowledge them and let them float by with compassion. Let all the energy you moved integrate, metabolize, and create harmony as you rest. Harmony in the systems of the mind, the body, the spirit. Coming into your gratitude practice, what do you have to be grateful for today? Invite that in. Let it uplift your spirit as you wiggle your fingers and toes and wake up sensation. We're going to reach the arms overhead, take a resetting stretch, hitting that restart button. And then hug your knees in. Invite compassion for exactly where you're at today. When you're ready, slowly roll to either side and we'll meet in an upright seat together again. Arriving again in an upright seat, bringing your hands to heart center, thanking yourself for showing up, and I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Your presence here is meaningful and appreciated. Please keep it up if you're with me still. Hit that subscribe button. You can comment and let me know if you liked this practice. And also that super thanks button is a way to support my channel if you want to leave a tip. So keep your practice up, please. Keep going. I really look forward to seeing you again here. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.